I'm Diane Buckner, and this is Venture. From a mountain in Newfoundland, the uphill battles of Dean Simon.
Oh, this is really starting to suck.
Building a ski hill and a dream. Hello. We can't tell you how many emails and phone calls we received after this item aired in February. It's the story of Dean Simon, one of the most determined entrepreneurs we've ever met. His uphill battle to create a ski resort on the west coast of Newfoundland is a prime illustration of all it takes to make a business. We'll have an update on the item afterwards. Here's Venture's video journalist Tracy Ty with King of the Hill.
Way back in November of 1997, a band of hardworking Newfoundlanders hurries to Bear Mountain before the big winter snows blow in. They're carving out a set of downhill ski runs, racing to ready the site for an opening in January, just 8 weeks away.
I wouldn't have the heart to send these guys up here if I didn't do it myself.
The most dedicated member of this happy crew is its captain, Dean Simon.
We don't have much of a budget for gloves.
Just shy of 30 years old, he's the largest shareholder and president of the Pinetree Recreation Corporation. 1,100 feet high atop Table Mountain in Port-au-Port, Newfoundland, about an hour and a half from Corner Brook.
There's the $1 million view.
Dean's downhill course seems to sweep straight into the blue ocean.
If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, I'd buy me a ski slope. We're in a little bit of a cash flow crisis here now.
These days, Dean's a bit shy of $1 million.
Last week's payroll is in jeopardy of bouncing, so I got to come up with about $600 by 1 o'clock. So.
Within minutes of our first meeting, we know his journey will be all uphill.
Listen, buddy, I need to ask you another favor.
Always on the lookout for investment money, today he needs an immediate infusion.
I was wondering if you'd given it any more thought about coming in maybe even on a single share or an installment down on a share.
So far, Dean's financed Pinetree by selling shares in the business at $1,000 apiece.
Nope. He said his wife just had a baby and he's not in a position to do it right now, so get back to him later. I get a lot of get back to me laters.
He's raised close to $90,000 that way, mostly from people in the area. Over the past year, that's been enough to build a 500-meter road, level a site for a chalet, and chop out those ski runs.
Looks like they're coming down there now.
Dean's a local, and he's sure the outlying population of about 35,000 would go for a ski hill. But that's just phase one of his Pinetree dream.
Home sweet home.
His long-term vision is to turn some 450 acres into a year-round recreation complex. Coming soon, he hopes, basketball courts, snowmobile trails, driving ranges.
Okay, who's gonna help me today?
Short-term plans are just to make up what he's short today.
I do get into this crisis probably once or twice a week, and it usually works itself out. Okay then, bye-bye.
But it's slow going.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
It's time for Plan B.
See ya.
Abandon the phones, go on a face-to-face money search in the nearby town of Stephenville.
We're gonna go uptown, we're gonna try a couple of shareholders out, see if we can talk them into buying another share or lending us some money. And if that doesn't work out, the last resort is to go up to the pawn shop and part with my beloved X-ring.
Dean's beloved ring is from St. Francis Xavier University. He's a science grad, no formal business background, and to say Pinetree, his ring has been in hock before.
Hopefully I'll be able to go in there, get the money I need, and then by the end of business today, go back and get my ring, because it's a source of a lot of inspiration that I don't want to do without.
But Dean's chosen a tough spot to launch a business of this scale. The area economy is depressed. The unemployment stats are staggering. With no jobs available, Dean's trying to create his own, and for a few other people too. But it's hard.
I don't have much left. Actually, I've sold a lot of stuff, little bits and pieces of my life.
Over at the pawn shop, he's had to rely on some unofficial money-raising strategies.
Yeah, I don't even know if he's officially a pawn shop operation, you know. So I need $500 in the worst possible way until by 1 o'clock, actually.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do to help you there.
No luck at the pawn shop, so Dean resorts to the door-to-door method of raising capital.
I've got to come up with $500 to clear my payroll for last Friday.
Trolling for dollars from the supportive citizens of Stephenville.
Well,
There's half of it. Adventures in poverty, we should call this.
Dean's persistent, and the money trickles in. The local skidoo dealer gives him a down payment on a share.
One down payment, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Welcome to the Pinetree family.
Then he sells a ski pass for the coming season down the street, and he's out of the woods.
That's it. My job's complete. I've fended off the hounds for another day. Now I can get down to my other work.
how many dollars to spare have you got?
Oh, about $40 to spare for gas tomorrow.
But it's such a good feeling to wake up the next day with money in the bank. Dean's been living in a trailer which doubles as an office on site for the last year,
Open for business.
surviving on the kindness of friends and family.
For today's entree, we'll be having moose. It's my favorite. I eat it every day. Most of the food comes from my parents and my aunts and uncles. Every now and then they drop off a few things, and this is sounding pretty pathetic.
No money,
Et voila!
no life, way too much work. What could be worse? Well, losing your girlfriend, maybe?
No, it was a 4-year relationship that kind of ended recently, and just too much strain and not enough time to share around.
Oh, geez. For now, at least, Dean's not working alone. Jennifer in the office and the guys grinding away up on the hill are partially subsidized by a government work grant. Dean's on the hook for the rest of the wages and all the other costs.
We're running into a little bit of a snag here with the weather. We're having a problem with getting heavy equipment up the hill.
Uh-oh. Early snows halted installation of the ski lift.
If there was any way that we might be able to work out some sort of a 60 to 90 day financing arrangement if we wanted to try it with the helicopter.
Looks like a helicopter is the only way to keep things going, and that costs $5,000 a day.
This will be the first and last time that you'll ever hear me curse the snow. One more check on 15 and 16, then we can start coming down the hill. And I'll make the final call for the cement and the helicopter.
The helicopter will transport cement to the tower footings high up on the mountain. Well, so much for his $40 in the black.
That's perfect. Try the front again.
But it's the only way to finish the lift in time, to open the hill in time, to maybe, just maybe, make some money this year. It's also a way to show potential investors that the project is moving forward.
People need to see the actual equipment going up before their confidence is going to come around investment-wise. So if that's what they want to see a big-time operation happening, that's what they'll see tomorrow.